Young ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. Good evening to all of you. The situation is serious. The international geopolitical situation is taking on new dimensions. Yes, the United States has just gathered all of its allies, every single one, and as we speak, they are conducting a military exercise in Australia that has never been done before. Australia has been chosen. They are gathering there for an exercise that has never been done before in order to be ready to face the common enemy. The implicit target is first and foremost China and then Russia. Did you see that Donald Trump is preparing things against Russia? According to the Financial Times, Donald Trump is asking Zelensky if they can bomb Moscow and St. Petersburg. And Russia has said that any state involved in deep strikes against Russia, Russia would respond immediately, no questions asked. The response would be asymmetrical and systematic. So, on that front, something is being prepared. Not to mention the recent military exercise carried out around the island of Taiwan. Taiwan conducted joint exercises with the United States, but the scale was nothing like what we are seeing now. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, the situation is serious. The United States and its allies are training their forces for a Pacific war with China. Let's dive deeper. But before we continue, please share this video conference as widely as possible. Share it. Here, you get accurate information, well explained. When you share, it gives me courage and motivation. Give a motivating gesture, hit the like button. Always leave your feedback in the comments. Don't forget to click subscribe if this is your first time here. If you usually follow me, that's great. So, the military exercise has been nicknamed, they've called it Talisman Sabre 2025. Talisman Sabre 2025. That's its name. And so the Talisman exercise, first look at the name. The Talisman Sabre 2025 exercise is the largest event according to official information. It's the biggest event of its kind ever organized in Australia. So you can understand the scale of the exercise, aside from just its name. This extensive exercise brings together more than 35,000 military personnel, specifically over 35,000 soldiers from 19 different nations. I am telling you, America is indeed getting ready for something significant. More than 35,000 military personnel from 19 nations, including the United States and Australia, but also key countries in the Indo-Pacific region, like Japan, South Korea, Thailand, as well as European nations like France. Yes, the guys are really getting ready, They are preparing very, very seriously. They are getting ready. So, what's going on? What's happening? The exercise will last 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And so, according to official information, it's taking place in multiple locations in Australia. In several locations, not just one. Notably in Townsville, Rockhampton, and Darwin. So for the first time, some of the exercise activities are also taking place in Papua New Guinea. For the first time, that is to say, this Western Bloc is deliberately targeting the most challenging and demanding areas for intensive and rigorous training in order to strategically position their various military units in highly comfortable and advantageous positions that would unequivocally allow them to effectively and decisively crush any opposing enemy forces. They are truly preparing against China. Yes. All right, let's continue. Let's go deeper. Please share the video conference with me. Share the video. Papua New Guinea is a neighboring country to Australia. It's important to point that out. And the maneuvers of this exercise cover all areas of combat: land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace. Everything. They are getting ready. What is the objective? And what are the key pieces of equipment for this exercise? Share the video conference. This is a serious moment. Share the video. The primary and overarching objective of the extensive military exercise, specifically named Talisman Sabre 2025, is to significantly strengthen interoperability, enhance mutual understanding, and bolster the collective defense capability among participating nations. Strengthening interoperability truly means figuring out precisely how the military forces of these different nations can effectively operate together and significantly enhancing the collective defense capability of the allies in the face of various regional threats and challenges. How can these various and distinct allies working together effectively develop robust and comprehensive joint defense capabilities and interoperable systems? In this strategic context, the People's Republic of China is indeed the implicit and underlying adversary they are preparing to counter. So the exercise features complex combat scenarios because they are familiar with China. They set up complex scenarios. They practice. And these complex exercises include live fire drills, yes, live fire amphibious landings, and maneuvers by ground forces. Among the advanced equipment, those are the types of exercises. Just a few examples. Do you understand? So they are really getting ready. So among the advanced equipment being used, there are the HIMARS artillery systems, which they are currently using. The pre-SM precision strike missile is also included. The missile, the new UH-60M Black Hawk, is also part of it. And all of this demonstrates the most recent military capabilities. So all the latest military capabilities are being put to use. The stated goal of this exercise, according to them, is not to provoke a conflict, but to strengthen deterrence by showing that the allies are ready and able to respond in a coordinated manner. So they want to deter, but at the same time, they are trying to deter China and everyone else. They want to show that they are ready, but meanwhile, they are actually getting ready. It's not just limited to simple deterrence. That's what this is about. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the top international news story. Please share it as much as possible. I'll be back with more news for you shortly. This was the voice of your one and only samurai.